I don't see how I can turn. Well, that was an interesting moment, trying to leave my mooring. It is a very windy day, 20 miles an hour plus, with gusts up to about 40 miles an hour. It's November the 2nd, Monday I should say, Monday 2nd of November. Lockdown is coming on the 5th of November, which is Thursday, and I wanted to come out and test my new batteries. So that's what I'm doing. This is the first time I've been out for some weeks. I think when I get out onto the canal itself, it will be a lot easier. Yelvertoft does seem to be a windy position, which can't be helped. I've put this hat on because my normal cap was just blowing off in the wind. So I thought it'd be best to have it fastened underneath. Hopefully later I can swap, but I must say this is quite comfortable. So nice and warming, so you never know, I might leave it on. So my next challenge will be actually getting out of the marina. You can see that I've left the canopy up. I didn't really want the faff of taking it down and putting it up again, so that's why I've done that. It's a beautiful day, the sun is out, there are blue skies, but there are clouds. It's not as cold as it has been, which is very nice. I'm going to take a wide sweep in case I get blown by the wind. By now I've normally started turning. I'm doing it very gently. Hope there's no boats around to slow me up. I feel as though I'm cruising at quite a speed, but it's necessary get to be where I want to be. Going through the gap now. I think I am going to be blown by the wind. Yes, I've hit the side. It's not unexpected in these conditions. I'm still quite pleased with that and regard it as another successful exit. Be behind me shortly. I'm just coming up to my first bridge, which is bridge 18. Need to avoid hitting the towpath. Seem to be heading straight for it just now. I am getting hot in this hat already. I think I'll be able to change it in a moment. This is actually very pleasant. I think I will pop this off. Oh. I can find my other hat. So here I am, ready for a cruise. I'm not going far. The idea is just to come out and test the batteries. Do an overnight test, or a couple of overnight tests. Because I've had the solar since I think it was June time. And although I'm sure the solar is absolutely fine, it has been charging batteries which are pretty naff and weren't even the correct batteries to start with. Passing some moored boats. There's two going in my direction and one coming my way. Not moving, they're moored. Just coming up to Skew Bridge, which is bridge number 19. The road that leads into Yelvertoft runs across this bridge. I don't think there's going to be many boats actually moving today. We are in November now, and I think movements have decreased quite rapidly. I often used to notice boats passing the Marina, but haven't done that recently. Quite a longer bridge than usual, this one, as it's askew, hence its name, Skew Bridge. Certainly a beautiful day, really beautiful. I am always a bit fearful of leaving the Marina in those windy conditions, and I did nudge quite a few boats, which is regrettable. I don't like to do that, and I know that one of my neighbours has had a word with another moorer who was helping me get off. Say he's not too happy, but I will send him a message later apologising. These things do happen, and you just have to accept it is part of boating now and again, that your boat will get nudged, particularly in the sort of conditions we had this morning when I was leaving. Actually, it's about let's tell you the time. It's actually now 20 to 1, so it's sort of lunchtime. Be another late lunch for me. Had quite a good breakfast though. Fills me up nicely. It is very, very windy. My progress is extremely slow. I almost feel as though I'm not moving. Tomorrow and Wednesday will be a lot different. The winds will just be normal. I had originally hoped to come out either Tuesday or Wednesday, because Wednesday, Thursday and Friday promised sun. But I need to be back in the Marina for Wednesday. for lockdown starting on Thursday. I'm actually being blown, the back end is being blown towards the towpath. Strange really. I'm sort of going along in a crab-like fashion. I'm going to be honest and say I'm not enjoying this at all. I would certainly think twice about coming out in these conditions. You can probably see a couple of boats behind me. They're moored up. I worked hard to avoid them. The wind was blowing in such a way. I'm sort of crabbing along the canal at a sort of angle, you know, going like this sort of thing. And it's just not pleasant at all. So I may not even get as far as I was planning to get because my comfort factor is not good. I'm about to pass a line of 5 moored boats. I had thought I'd stop here if I got in real difficulty. I'm not really that far from the marina. But I'm going to plod on. The wind has eased up, I'm pleased to say, so I think I'll get through here without any problem. What a to-do, eh? Just didn't expect it to be so bad out on the cut. I knew it was bad in the marina. It often is when the wind blows. It was a very windy night. I think it was the windiest night I can remember. The boat was really being buffeted. But I'm making headway now. I think I've decided where I might stop at a location which is one of my favourites, but a bit before where I was intending to stop. I think I must be the only idiot out today, actually moving. Normally I drop my revs going past moored boats, but my boat is hardly moving relative to the revs that I'm at. It is a beautiful day though, really nice, really nice. I'm just coming up to the unofficial winding hole where I could turn my boat if I wanted to, but I'm not doing that today. I only use that if I'm going on a very short trip. It's normally if someone visits me and we don't have a lot of time, but it's handy to have it there, I have to say. I'm actually approaching Bridge 25, which is one of my favourite stop-off points. It's not in sight yet, so I can't see if anyone is moored there. My original intention was to go just beyond Bridge 26. Everything is much calmer now. The wind, everything is much calmer now. The wind seems to have stopped. Well, not stopped, but it's much lighter. So I think I will carry on to Bridge 26. I'm not making any headway at all, hardly. I've just come through a lot of leaves. I don't think they would cause a problem. I'm just going to give it some reverse thrust. It's strange that. Almost as though the boat had stopped moving. I don't think I've got any problems or anything. So I was saying I'm going to go beyond bridge 25 and then I'll get to bridge 26 and beyond that I will moor up. Sometimes more revs doesn't equal more speed. It's just nice to glide through the water. I'm doing about 1400 revs at the moment, and I wouldn't say that was particularly fast, but I'm gliding quite nicely, which is good. Some beautiful colours on the trees. Most of the trees and shrubs, bushes have lost their leaves now, but there's still some lovely colours to be seen. I can actually see bridge 25 now. Don't think anyone is moored up there, but I'm going to push on to my original intended spot just beyond bridge 26. I'm just coming up to bridge 25 now. Front of the boat is going under. It's like going into a tunnel, isn't it? Well, I'm just about to go under as well. How cool was that, eh? It's exciting going under a bridge. I must be getting old. It is actually blowing up a bit again now. It was only a few minutes since I last spoke to you. I'm just passing a moored boat. I can see bridge 26 now, it's just sort of over that way. Just bearing round to the right. The wind is actually blowing from my left, as it were. That might make it difficult for me to moor up, as the towpath is on the left side. I'm hoping as I go round the bend and straighten up that I'm going to be in a slightly different plane and it won't be so windy, but it could be a bit of a worry for me. Bridge 26 is called Clay Barn Bridge. It's funny, I'm looking out a lot more with the canopy up when I don't really need to. But I'm just being doubly cautious. There's a long straight here and there's very often boats moored up, so I'll see in a minute. Can't see any boats yet. I need to get onto the straight itself. It's quite unusual, can't see any boats at all. No, there don't seem to be any. It is windy, but I think it's not so bad here. There's an open field on my right, and in the middle, on the off side of the canal, is a large tree, and I try and avoid that to give me a good view looking up the hill. Wieder einem Tick. Well, I'm moored up now, in one of my favourite positions, just beyond Bridge 26. I've got the wood ahead of me, open fields to my right, where the sun normally rises. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to catch it rising, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. But it's a wonderful spot. I am surprised there's no other boats along here. Perhaps later some will come, but let's face it, I haven't passed any moving boats today. None have followed me and none have crossed me coming in the opposite direction. So what chance is there? It is now a lovely afternoon, the sun is out, it's really gorgeous. I can hear the wind, it's not as bad as it was, but yeah, it's really, really nice. That's all I can say. First boat of the day. Just shutting off the towpath side, which leaves me with the rear that's open and the other side. Show you. That's the rear that's open still. This is the other side. And of course, my front windscreen is also open. You'll probably notice this is not a cheese top roll, because I haven't been anywhere to buy them, unfortunately, and I already had this thread. Hello. Well, that was 2 boats that passed in quick succession. First boats of the day. So, although this may not be a cheese top roll, it does have cheese in it. And the Hovis granary bread is another of my favourites if I'm actually buying bread and not rolls. So here we go. Really is nice here. Really do enjoy this spot. God, look at those blue skies behind me. Oh, that's something, isn't it? That really is. Wow. As always, many thanks for watching. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. If you haven't yet done so, please do think about subscribing. Your support is much appreciated. All that remains for me to say as usual is take care, look after yourselves, and bye for now.